Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It is a rainy, cold, it's not that cold, but it's a little chilly out here. We are out on the north side of the Marathon corporate headquarters. This is the beginning of a series of why you would choose Marathon. And today we're going to talk about infrastructure. As you see, we've got a shell behind us. We're going to go in here, we're going to talk about this building and what is involved in this building. And we're going to walk the entire length of it, and we're going to talk about Marathon's infrastructure as a company. And this is going to be part of a several show series on why you would choose Marathon. And today, we're going to talk about infrastructure. So let's go inside here. I'm going to shut this door, John. All right, before we get started walking down the entire building here, we are on the northeast corner of the building, and we're going to end up on the southwest side down by service. Anyway, infrastructure is very important when you're talking about investing in a company, and that's one thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about why you would purchase a Marathon, and part of purchasing a Marathon is you're investing in the company. You're investing in the infrastructure of a company, the size of it, the employees, and you want to make sure that that company that you're purchasing such a expensive coach from, and you're going to be enjoying it, you want to make sure that that company is going to be around and that company has the all of the aspects and resources to help you. Careful there, John. All right, so we're going to walk down this entire building. If you've got questions, feel free to ask me questions. We've got Sarah with us today, and we'll be taking some questions. I'm carrying this. This is pretty cool. Talk about infrastructure. One of the things that Marathon does very well is we help market towards our customers, and we have a lot of customers that are veterans. I'm a veteran myself, and this is the Army shirt, and the front says Marathon Coach, and it says Veterans, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. So that's a really cool thing that the marketing team does towards our customers that are actually veterans. All right, I'm going to go this way so we can get a good shot of 1358 in the background because it is a beautiful coach. Infrastructure of a company. We just walked a portion of this building. We're going to walk the entire length of it. The thing is this, you guys. 250 employees over 3 locations, Florida, Texas, and Oregon. Now, you know we're in Oregon. All of the coaches are built in Oregon in this one building, 140,000 square foot building. From paint to delivery, it all happens in this building down in Florida. We've been in Florida for over 25 years in 2 different locations, for the most part in the one location that a lot of you know. But for 25 years, we've had a footprint in Florida. So we're all the way in Florida and we're all the way in Oregon. How about right in the middle? We've been in Texas for almost 20 years. We have the infrastructure that is based on taking care of our customers throughout the United States. We can get later into the Prevost chassis and Prevost customer service. But Marathon as a company, we are doing what it takes for the customers to be taken care of from 3 different locations. Now, when it comes to employees, I want to tell you this: 250 employees and going up. Because we have the 3 locations, and because we are working on expanding, that's right, we are going to be building more and more coaches as the years come up. We have 40 openings in many different departments. 40 openings nationwide, whether that be Florida, Texas, or Oregon. So that tells you right there Marathon's commitment to growth. As we walk from the cabinet shop into paint, walking by the fiberglass always stuns you with that smell. So this is a series that I've been wanting to do for quite a while on why someone would pick Marathon. And keep in mind, this is just kind of my thoughts on it. I went to our head of HR this morning, and I got his input. Yeah, we'll go down that way, John. Look at that trailer, it's beautiful. We got his input today because I wanted to get a bunch of these numbers correct. Come back through here, John, so we don't lose you. Expanding our production is one of the things that we're all looking forward to. I mean, quite frankly, a lot of these new coaches that are coming off the production floor, they're all spoken for. We do have some slots out there in the future, but you're not only looking, this show is based on research. People are coming to this show to do research, and I want you to think about, we can go down this way, John. I want you to think about this. There are people out there that are considering purchasing not just a brand new Marathon, but there are people out there that are looking at buying a 30-year-old Marathon, a 25-year-old Marathon. We do these remodel shows. Why would you want to invest in a $350,000, 20-year-old Marathon? The reason is because Marathon has the infrastructure to support you in either maintaining that older coach or remodeling that older coach so that you're actually enjoying your investment. Oh, look at these rub rails blacked out. It's like piano key black. Very cool. Anyway, we're down in the paint department. So that's what this is all about, infrastructure. And as we see a brand new paint job over here, I think we got a good glimpse of 1364. And then right behind John is one of my favorite paint jobs of all time. Sarah, who's with us this morning, was talking about her favorite paint jobs, which is actually on the production floor. It's actually one of her favorites that she designed. Look at that. I love this coach. I can't remember the name though, or the number. It's 1257. I really have always liked this coach. I love the colors, and I love how we integrated a lot of paint into that stainless because it's an X3. That's 1257. Anyway, everybody, we're going to go back outside that door because I told you we were going to do it, and we're going to show you the service department, and that's what this is all about. So we're going to do a series. We're going to talk about service department. We're going to talk about fit and finish. We're going to talk about innovation. We're going to talk about protecting your investment. And that is what this show and series is going to all be about. We're going back out into the cold here. So that stacker trailer, as you saw, yes, if you've got a stacker trailer and or you're sourcing a new stacker, we do paint them. I think you've seen a couple in the building or around the building over the last couple of weeks. We do paint them. So if you've got a stacker that needs to be painted or you want to get one to match your coach, it is something that you can work with our design team and then get on the schedule here with our paint department. But that's the whole building. We just walked the entire length of it. We really didn't stray off into other departments. But this show is intended to set you up for this series on why you would pick Marathon. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. And talking about everything from Marathon quality to Marathon's commitment. I was talking with Deb Johnson this morning, who is in charge of our Marathon Club, and how many members we have. Marathon's commitment to lifestyle is a big part. And when I mean lifestyle, I mean Marathon's involvement in the RV parks all over the United States. Marathon has so many great salespeople. I'm part of the sales team. Yes, my primary and paramount job is to sell you a coach. However, we've got some of the best salespeople in the industry. Okay, if you're in Florida, you've got Preston Green, Casey Hess, and Randy and Dawn. Everybody knows those people because we have such an infrastructure in Florida. Dennis McBride, one of the classiest men in the RV industry down in our Texas location. And then you want to talk about class, nothing better than Jim Cogley, who you know very well from Marathon Mondays, Rick Mount, and Rod Johnston right here in Oregon, along with me. That rounds out our sales team. We've got such a great team here, and that is what I'm excited about talking about. So if there's nothing else for you, we're gonna start this series. We're under the awning now where it is raining. Coach 1221 behind me. Anyway, everybody, thank you for walking around with us a little bit in the cold, a little bit of the rain. Thanks to Sarah and John for tagging along. Kurt Nelson, who hangs out and does what he does. That's one of the departments we're going to get into, is the service department. The service department probably is going to be one of those two-part shows because there's so much going on, Florida, Texas, and Oregon. But that's one of the parts of our infrastructure that really helps you decide why you would choose Marathon. And that's what this series is going to be about. Be yourself and do good things. Take care, everybody. Let me know if you've got any questions. And yeah, have a good Monday.